All right, number 12 says, which of the following answer choices contains solutions to the linear inequality 6x minus 5y is greater than or equal to 30? And it says to check all that apply. So we did this yesterday in class. We did this skill, so we're going to redo this skill. We're going to review it. The first thing that I need to mention is that there's a typo. This should be a positive 3 instead of a negative 3. So this this second to last point right here should be 3, negative 3 instead of negative 3, negative 3. So if you guys would please fix that on number 12 in your review. And we can check these algebraically to see if they're solutions. The way that we do that is we take the x value and we plug it in for x in the inequality, and we take the y value and we plug it in for y in the inequality, and then we evaluate to see if we get true or false. And if we get true, then that point is a solution. If we get false, if we get a false statement, then the point is not a solution to the linear inequality. Therefore, it's not in the solution set. So if we have 6x minus 5y is greater than or equal to 30, we're going to have 6x minus 5y is greater than or equal to 30, and we're going to see whether that is actually true or false. So what is 6 times 0? 0. What is 5 times negative 6? Okay. Subtracting a negative is the same as adding a positive. So I can change this subtraction to addition and change the sign of the number. Change. So I have 30 is greater than or equal to 30. Is 30 greater than 30? No. Is it equal to 30? Yes. And because this is an inclusive inequality, because it has that or equal to bar, this is a true statement because 30 is equal to 30. So that would be true. We can do this by hand. We can also do this in the calculator. And we did this yesterday in the calculator. So we're going to take, whoops, not that. I'm going to open a new document. No, I'm not going to save the unsaved document. And I'm going to add a calculator page. You guys remember what we need to do first? Store the values as the variables. So we're going to take x and we're going to control little squares. Colon equals. What was x on that first one that we just did by hand? 0. And then we're going to do the same thing with the y. So y, control little squares, colon equals. What was the y? -6. Okay, remember to use the negative button right here instead of the minus. Okay, use the negative here. Now what do I do? I'm going to type in the given inequality. Okay, so I'm going to type in 6x minus 5y is greater than or equal to 30. 6x minus 5y is greater than or equal to 30. Oh, you mean that's not greater than or equal to? Can somebody tell me why not?
Because it's not the other way.
The alligator mouth, okay. Remember, this right here looks like the arrow on the end of a number line. And when the arrow on the end of the number line points to the right, those are greater values. And when the arrow on the end of the number line on the left, okay, it goes like, it points to the left, it points to the lesser values. This one points to the greater values, so that's my greater than symbol. Good catch, you guys. So now I'm going to hit enter, and I get true. So, is this one a solution? Yes, it is. So now we're going to test the next one. So what do we need to do? Store those values. Okay, so what is x? What am I storing x as now? -6. Okay, and what am I storing y as? 0. Then I'm going to type in the inequality again. Instead of typing it in, what else could I do? Okay, so I could scroll up and I could copy it. How do I do that? Control C, scroll back down, paste, Control V, as in victory, and we get false. So what does that mean? It's not one of the solutions. Okay, so this is a no. What are we going to do next? Test the next point. Okay, so now we're going to test 5, 0. So I'm going to store x as 5, y as 0, paste the inequality. What do I get? True. So this one is a solution. The next one I'm going to try is -2, -2. So I'm going to store x. Oh, you guys can't see that. Let me hide the key press. I'm going to store x as -2. I'm going to store y as -2. I'm going to paste the inequality. And what do I get? False. So this one is not a solution. It's not in the solution set. Okay, the next one I'm going to try is +3, -3. Remember, that was a typo, so make sure that we put the correct ones in. X equals +3, y equals -3. I'm going to paste in my inequality, and it is true. So this one is a solution, and we have one more to test, 5, 6. So x colon equals 5, y colon equals 6, paste my inequality, false. So these three were my solutions to that linear inequality.